It's Monday and I had 9 things sell today, 5 on eBay and 4 on Facebook Marketplace. First up are these Nike Women's Lunar Air Force. Paid $15 at Goodwill for these and they flipped for $29 plus shipping. They were basically in like new condition. I really thought they might go for more, but almost nearly double my money on this one. Flipped this vintage Buick hat. I paid $2.50 for this hat and it sold for $18 plus shipping. If you're wondering, I was trying to figure out on the hat if that is an owl or an eagle. It's actually a hawk. I sold several of these maps today, basically. They're like, what's really cool about these, they're in the vintage map lot that I bought. They're both a map, like a highway map, but also they're branded with oil and gas. And so I've sold several of these today, and I think the reason is because there are collectors of maps and then there are collectors of oil and gas type things. And so the two combined, it was just a really fast seller. This one only sold on eBay for $12 with free shipping. So not a ton of money on this one, but I made more on these others that I sold. I sold these Mark Brown Eden plush dolls. I paid $3 a piece. There's 4 of them. They were in pretty good condition. What's weird is these were going for really good money by themselves. I lotted them together. They had set for a long time. I took an offer of $20 with plus shipping. So I made a little bit of money on these. Not great though. Sold this vintage New Tag San Francisco Giants hat. Paid $5 for this hat and it sold for $30 plus shipping. Sold 3 more of these oil and gas highway maps. We've got Standard, Oil, Shell, and Sinclair. This one's from 1933 and it's in really, really good condition and really cool graphics on it. These each sold for $15 plus shipping on Facebook Marketplace, $15 a piece. Last thing that sold on Facebook Marketplace was this Corningware. It was like an amber glass pot, I think, and I paid $5 for it, and it sold for $25 with eBay or with Facebook Marketplace paying the shipping label. So should profit about $20 there. Just sold this Tulsa Drillers hat on eBay. Sold it for $10 plus shipping. I had 3 of this identical hat that are all new. Paid 17 cents a piece for them. By the way, the Tulsa Drillers are our local minor league baseball team. Well, good and bad news. Good news is I sold this. The bad news is I lost money on it. This is the vintage Carhartt jacket that I picked up on a Facebook Marketplace meetup. I paid $20 for this thing thinking it was going to sell for between $50 and $75. I think what I didn't really think through is the size is a 4X. And so I put this up for auction rather than just listing it. And it sold for $19.99 with 1 bid. And so I'm almost getting my money back, except for then there's fees. So I'm definitely gonna be losing money on this one. It's Tuesday night and I had 6 sales today on Amazon, Facebook Marketplace, and eBay. Sold this Bacardi like flattened glass cheese tray. Comes with like the little knife spreader right there. I just thought this had a super cool look to it. I paid $3 for this and I flipped it into $17 plus shipping on Facebook Marketplace. Just picked up this book 2 weekends ago. Sold it on Amazon for $13. I paid $1 for it. $13 plus shipping. I picked up this shirt over a year ago and I had it stored in my closet for a really, really long time until like a month ago when I finally decided to list it. I had picked a garage sale, or maybe like more like an estate sale, of a guy that had been an airline mechanic, and so I got a lot of airplane stuff, a lot of vintage t-shirts, some Vietnam t-shirts, one which sold for like $90 plus, so I definitely made a lot of money from that garage sale. This was not one of those shirts though. This shirt I even listed in in the description. I said, this shirt is in poor condition. It's stained, it's yellowed. I don't know if it has tears, I can't remember on that, but it is an American Airlines 727 t-shirt, and it's specific to Tulsa, Oklahoma, which is close to where I live. And so I still decided to list it. I took an offer for $4. I paid $1 for it. But after fees and everything, I'm basically just giving it away for free, or not free to the customer, but on my end, I'm not making any money from it. Sold this Falcons hat on eBay, and I paid $2.50 for this hat in a vintage hat lot, and it sold for $20 plus shipping. I'm running out of hat boxes and I'm really concerned. I used a 9x9x4 box that I get from Amazon. It works perfectly. And I went to order some more the other day and they were out. And so I had to order some 8x8x4 boxes, I think. and they're not supposed to show up till next week. And so it's kind of like one of those situations where I actually hope my hat sales slow down, because having the right hat box is really important so you don't waste your bigger boxes and cause your shipping price to go up because it's heavier. I definitely do not normally source women's clothing. I just happen to be at a rack at Goodwill, and I really pay attention and look for the racks that they just set out, and this was on one of those racks, so I just going through the whole rack of it seemed like it was mixed together, men's and women's stuff. Anyway, I just felt these pants and I thought, man, that has a really nice high quality feel to it. I decided to look up the brand. The brand is Beta Brand, or Beta Brand maybe, and they actually sell for pretty good money. I paid $5 for these pants, and they sold for $30 plus shipping. This pant, what's really cool about them is they're like a stretch yoga pant, but they look like dress pants. And so it's kind of a cool trick. This is my best sale of the day. Really happy with it. This is the Keen Brixton kind of slip-on shoe. The condition of these was absolutely excellent. They look like they had just hardly been worn. I paid up for these at Goodwill. I paid $15. It was kind of one of those where I was like, I really hope I'm right on this one, that it sells for good money. Because if I just sell them for $30, after you pay fees and everything like that, you're not making a whole lot of profit. And so these actually sold for $60 plus shipping. So really happy with the profit that I'm going to come away with on this one. It is Wednesday evening, and I'm going to show you my sales for the day on eBay. I had 3 things to sell. Definitely a slower sales day, and some days are just like that. The first thing that sold is one of my mom's picks. It is Mascara Cosmetics, and paid $1 for this, and it sold for $7 plus shipping. And I'm disappointed in this one. This is a vintage U.S. Navy starter jacket. I paid $20 for this at an estate sale. I thought that for sure somebody would want this for good money. I had it at $75 to start with. It just kept lowering the price. I've had it for a couple months. Finally today, someone sent me an offer for $19.90 or $20 plus shipping. And just to move it on to get to somebody that wanted it, I decided to take that offer. I really honestly think that I had trouble selling this, because when you type in Navy jacket into eBay, it just brings up the color Navy and not the US Navy. I tried using, for my search engine optimization for the title, tried doing US Navy, and I can't remember what else, maybe military, I don't know. But for whatever reason, it just didn't sell for near as much as I thought it was gonna be worth. So basically, get my money back on this, losing a couple bucks in fees, not a big deal. Best sell of the day is this Indian motorcycle. Anything Indian is super collectible, or just really sought after. It's got the Indian tag right there. I paid $2.50 for this hat in a hat lot that I picked on Thanksgiving Day. It sold for $25 plus shipping. Just sold this Notre Dame license plate clock. I picked this up at Goodwill. Pretty sure I paid $2 for it, and I just just sold it for $10 plus shipping. I thought this had everything going for it, because license plates are collectible, college stuff's collectible, and clocks are collectible. And so it had all 3 of those combined. But I did let it go at a lower price. It's not in the best of condition. And to be really honest, I hate clocks. I don't like the sound of them. And so it's right, I keep it right near my working space, and it drives me crazy every single day hearing it tick. And so I'm so happy this thing sold even at a lower price. I'm pretty happy with this sale that came through. I paid $2 for this belt buckle. My SEO, the search engine optimization keywords that I used in my title, was that this was folk art, because it's obviously handmade. And so I called it folk art, and it set for quite a while. I got it at a garage sale, paid $2. It sold on Facebook Marketplace tonight for $20 plus shipping, so pretty good profit there. It's Thursday evening, and I had several sales. One on Facebook Marketplace and the rest on eBay. Sold this FootJoy's men's polo golf shirt. I paid $5.50 for it, and it sold for $35 plus shipping. Really happy with the sale. This is a University of Tulsa wool and leather university college jacket. Paid $9 for it. It sold for $33 plus shipping. Sold this black linen Ralph Lauren women's blouse. Paid $5.50 for it, and it sold for $20 plus shipping. Paid $2.50 for this John Deere Flex Fit hat, so it's stretchy right there. Paid $2.50 for it, and it sold for $24 plus shipping. Paid $1 for this Bass Pro shop hat. It's got the flames on it. It's got a cool fish embroidery on it. Paid $1 for it. Sold for $20 plus shipping. Last up is this red, ruby red, mid-century modern ashtray. I paid $2 for this and it sold for 15 plus shipping. I didn't have a chance, just like less than a week ago or maybe about a week ago, I got one that looks exactly like this except for that it's bigger. I was gonna lot them together thinking that somebody might want the pair of them, but before I had a chance to do this little one sold on its own.